Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to be here because I'm going to be showing you what it looks like to bring up a blend on somebody who has really dark hair. So for her, I'm going to start in the back, and the reason why is because I want to make sure that I'm bringing up the blend in the back, and I want to do that because I need to give the back more time to process because I'm doing hair painting. So that's why I did the 1-to-1 mixing ratio using Redken's Blonde IQ 9+. It's gonna be a consistency just like this. I'm not gonna use this brush. I'm just using it to show you. I'm actually gonna be using a painter brush because that way I'm able to do a quick application. That's the point with her. I really do wanna keep a lot of the depth that she has. As you can see, her blend has grown out quite a bit, and so I'm just gonna bring it up but still keep her a brunette. So let's get started. I just finished hair painting the back of Lisa's hair, and now I started on the sides. I'm at this point, I really wanted to be able to show you where her blend is and where I'm gonna be bringing it up to. So again, I have the Blonde IQ 9+ lightener. I'm going in and I'm just going to apply it just like this in a 1-to-1 mixing ratio. And I really do want to bring her blend up, but I also want to make sure that I am creating pops of blonde throughout her mid-lengths and ends as well, and so this is going to be the perfect way to do that. You really want to go in and make sure that you're rolling this lightener up the grains of the hair. That's really important for her blend. I finished foiling Lisa, and now I'm going to move on to foiling around her face. So that mixing ratio is 1 to 1.5. So now with the new formula that I mixed up, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to connect the blonde to her new growth here. So I'm going to use my board and I'm just going to apply the lightener. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to paint exactly where the dark is. Just like that. And then I'll go ahead and find the darkest area of the blonde and run it down, just like that, but I'm gonna leave those blonde ends out. But it's important to note that if her blonde is not fully blonde, it's okay to kind of lightly run some of that lightener over it just to make sure that everything is gonna blend together. As you can see, these are the lighter blonde pieces I'm gonna leave out. Just like that. Then I'm going to move up all the way to the back of her head. The next step in Lisa's process is going to be the color melt, and I'm going to be using Redken Shades EQ. I'm going to be starting off with 0.5N melted into 0.10P. That's going to give her a beautiful balanced look. That's going to be on the ashier side. She does like her hair a little bit cooler, which I love. It's beautiful for her. So starting off, I'm going to mix up her base formula in a bowl. I'm going to go in and do 30 grams. Here, I'm just gonna pour. I always measure, do 30 grams, and I'm gonna go in with Shades EQ Gloss to Gel. This is an activator that is really going to give you that consistency that is gonna be perfect for on-scalp precise application. So here, I'm measuring it out to 60. I always use a natural with somebody who doesn't have a lot of reflect in her hair. Lisa has a pretty natural neutral base, and so I like to melt with just a natural on her. If she had any like red or gold in her hair, then I would add a secondary tone, but for now, natural is perfect for her. I'm gonna add 010p. The reason I'm choosing a level 10 is because I don't want to change the level of her hair. I just want to leave the tone in her hair. So essentially I'm looking for more of like a cooler gloss. And so this is gonna be the perfect shade for her. Plus it has the bonder inside, which is amazing. And then I'm gonna go in with the processing solution, Shades EQ here, and it's 1-to-1 mixing ratio. I'm all finished with Lisa's hair. As you can see, her blonde is beautiful and this is her raw lift. Now I'm gonna start her color melt with Shades EQ. One thing I wanna talk about and one tip that I have is that I am going to be applying her color melt on dry hair. This is really important. And I'm also going to allow her color melt to process for the full 20 minutes. So keep watching because you're gonna see the final result soon. I'm all finished with Lisa's hair and this is the final look. It is so beautiful. She has these blonde ribbons and so much dimension. It's exactly what she was looking for. Let me know in the comments what you think of her hair. Also, let me know exactly what you would like to see because I'll be making more tutorials. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.